Sam's ship flies out of control. As Sam tries to operate the console, Froid is starting to lose his grip. The console starts to smoke and spark. The ship bucks violently, hurling its occupants about. Sam said, "The control isn't working, hold on!" After a bang and sparks, Sam's ship became still and quiet. Sam realised his ship landed, so he grabbed his black cloak, he put it on, then opened the door, ran outside. Froid followed him and then closed the door. Sam and Froid found themselves in a field of dirty looking grass with concrete and dust. So Sam said, "If there's no soul of gateway here, then why would the ship bring us here?" Froid commented, "Despite I want to be home, I actually do miss this." Sam and Froid walked down the grass, then they stopped, and Froid said, "Something's coming." There was a sound of few life forms with 4 legs each. As they come into view, they're revealed to be a group of yellow monster dogs, roaring, showing off their sharp teeth. Sam said, "Oh, you gotta be kidding me, run!" So Sam and Froid runs through the hill of grass. While monster dogs are chasing them, they're getting faster and close behind Sam and Froid. There was a wooden hut. Sam and Froid ran as fast as their legs can carry them to the door of the hut. Sam picked his sonic screwdriver up from his pocket. He looks behind as the monster dogs are getting closer. Sam sonics the lock. He opened the door. He and Froid got inside. Sam slammed the door and sonicked it locked. He puts his sonic screwdriver back in his pocket. Inside is a wooden room with a bench and a window. Froid asks, "What are they? Why do they look like Earth canines?" Sam answered, "They're alien dogs, also known as monster dogs. We're in Dogworld, in Trekkiverse." Froid curiously asked, "Do you know this planet?" Sam said, "Yes, this planet was one of my first space adventures, back when I started travelling. Apart from some Trenzalords, those were the first monsters, aliens, I've encountered." Froid asked, "Do you think the soul of Gateway is here? Can their teeth destroy one?" Sam answered, "No, trust me, they can't. I got bitten in the neck by one of them. I went to the hospital when I got back on Earth. I was okay. I needed antibiotics, but it didn't kill me. So evidently their teeth isn't that strong, otherwise I would have died by now." Suddenly, Woola showed up, a large dog-like creature with a frog-like mouth, 10 feet, and a rough exterior. Sam looked with stunned face. He recognizes that dog from his first visit on the planet over a decade ago. Sam said, "Woola, from John Carter's world? I am sorry. I am so sorry for laughing at you and making jokes out of you and a dog owned by a friend of my mum's." Froid was confused. Sam said, "This is Woola. He's a Callet, John Carter's pet. I saw him here when I made a vlog. I was a strange, immature teenager back then." Froid said, "You saw Woola on your first visit. Why didn't you take him back home?" Sam answered, "Because I haven't seen John Carter film at the time, so I couldn't have recognized him, and I didn't know anything about the franchise characters coming into our world, but that was until I landed on Skaro. So all this time, Woola has been here for about 11 years. Woola barked. Then Sam recalled that he saw a man who stood in front of Woola, then said, "Oh, it came back to me. I think that was John Carter. He's been stranded here as well. How can I be so stupid?" Froid said, "You weren't to know, Sam, so I think we should get those two back in their world." Sam said, "Good idea, but we need to find John Carter first and somehow get past those dogs." Sam noticed Woola dropped a green bone from his big jaw. Sam thought of an idea, so he inched open the door. As the dogs are still there, lying down, waiting, Sam threw the bone on the grass. The dogs grabbed it. Sam, Froid and Woola quickly ran out of the hut. They ran past the bone, chewing dogs, and ran through the field. Meanwhile, the army of dogs are marching down the green field, mountain, snarling. Sam, Froid, Woola walked inside a big green tent. There was gold machine, so Sam pressed one of the buttons. A holographic shows the big screen of an advert. It features the planet Dogworld and dog races, seemingly calm and friendly. The narrator on the advert said, "They came from Dogworld, all with a friendly mind, to be your best friend, a best friend for hire." Freud is confused, and Sam thought, they make false advertisement to bring other people here. They think those dogs will welcome them. Freud asked, "Can you cancel the advert?" Sam said, "I can't. It's already broadcasted. I'll have to find a way to stop people from coming here and getting slaughtered. Is there a place where I can do it?" Sam typed on the machine, and the screen shows Greenfield Mountain. Sam said, "That's where the signal is coming from. We'll have to get there. I'm summoning my anti-time device. We'll need a weapon." Sam was about to reach to his pocket, but Woola barked. Sam asked, "What is it, boy?" He barked angrily. Sam said, "But we need to defend ourselves. We'll be eaten alive." Freud was wondering what Woola said. Sam said, "Woola doesn't want us to fight them off. He was hoping that we should just walk in and find a source or something." Sound of barking from the distance appeared. All of a sudden, it got louder. So Sam looked, and he noticed the group of monster dogs running towards the tent. Sam said, "We gotta go." Sam, Freud and Woola stormed out from the other side of the tent, while the dog army charges around the tent. Freud asks, "How do they know where we are?" Sam said, "They're dogs, Freud. They're very good at smelling. Now run!" Sam, Freud and Woola ran up the hills with monster dogs still following them. They ran down the hills and eventually got to the Greenfield Mountains. Sam pointed and shouted, "In here!" So he, Freud and Woola got inside the big hole. It's a cave full of green bones lying around, so they walked through, tried not to stand on any of them. Monster dogs stopped and chewed on the bones. Freud said, "That's good enough for us." Sam, Freud and Woola walked to the ladder on the wall. Sam climbed up, then Freud, and followed by Woola. At the top there's wooden cupboards, and the walls made of rocks are covered in green vines. Sam opened one of the door, and inside is full of green bones. Sam said, "So if we grab a few of them and throw them on the floor, that'll stop them from chasing us. The only defense we got." Sam put few bones in his pocket. Freud carried 2 on both of his hands. So they walked on the rocky steps. There's 3 monster dogs. So the bones were thrown on the floor. The dogs ran to the bones and munching them, while Sam, Freud and Woola walked past them. So they reached outside of the cave, near the top of the mountain. There's a waterfall on the edge. Sam, Freud and Woola walked around the mountain. There's another big hole with candles standing both sides, so they walked inside. There's 2 monster dogs. Sam and Freud dropped a couple of bones on the ground. The dog grabs them. Inside is a big rock steps and a waterfall. Sam, Freud and Woola ran up the steps. There's a big door with 2 monster dogs guarding it, so Freud dropped 2 bones from his hands, and the dogs did the same as the others. Sam, Freud and Woola opened the door, and inside is a wooden throne room. There was a white dog with red eyes sitting on it and said, "So, You're the people that's been distracting my soldiers. Very clever. Sam replied, Yes, who are you? Red-Eyed White Dog said, I am the Demon Devil. I am the brother of Red Devil. Sam was horrified. He met Red Devil few times in the past. An evil and vicious figure with red face, fleshy chin, black shoulder-length hair, and wears a red cloak. Sam already destroyed him, so he asked, If you're Red Devil's brother, how come you look like a white dog? Demon Devil said, We family have talents. I can shapeshift into a form of a dog. I travelled through dimensional portal, killed the king, and claimed to the throne. Froid said, I recently met someone who did that on the other planet, and he never won. Demon Devil said, Bones will not work on me. You will be devoured by the dogs. You'd make a good dog food. Sam grabbed his key and he pointed at the floor. Then his anti-time device appeared. Sam said, Sorry, Woola, but he's not a real dog. He's a devil from Hellworld in Hell Universe. Sam switched his anti-time device on, while Demon Devil fires red laser eyes. Sam and Froid dodged a lot. Monster dogs came into the room and charging. Sam fires his anti-time device at the red-eyed dog. He screamed and faded away. Sam looked. He noticed the monster dogs are sitting down, and none of them are growling, nor that they are attempting to bite. Sam is confused. The black and white dog walked in and said, We send our gratitude, and we're so sorry for attacking you. Sam asked, Are you serious? I didn't know you can speak. Black and white dog said, Yes, some of us can talk. That king possessed us to attack any people not from this planet before he killed our king and claimed to the throne. We're a peaceful and friendly race. We're known as Trekkiverse. We're best friends for hire, but he controlled our minds to be monsters. Sam said, So that's why Woola doesn't want me to use my anti-time device to kill those dogs. So I did you a favour. Black and white dog said, Yes, now that he's gone, I will be the new king. I am Nork. I have something to give you in return for your help. So Nork walked to the chest at one side of the wall and said, Open it. So Sam marched to the chest. He opened it. What he took out is a dark blue hexagon shape object with light turquoise circle with a line across, with the sound of electronic buzz. Nork said, I've got something to show you. Sam, Froid and Woola followed Nork out of the throne room. They walked down the corridor. They entered a chamber room. Sam sees John Carter in a stasis chamber. Nork said, When this human and the dog of his came here on this planet 6 years ago, I had to freeze them in a stasis chamber, although one of the dogs let Woola out last year. Sam replied, Hang on, you said 6 years ago, but for me it was 10 years ago. Well, it'll be 11 years ago this September coming. I don't understand. My ship can't time travel unless it's in a movie franchise. Nork said, They came here 6 years ago. Sam worked something out and said, This universe's time moves slower than ours. Of course, dog years. So then John Carter was unfrozen and was confused on where he is. So Sam said, Hey John, it's okay. What matters is that you're okay and that I can take you home. Thank you, King Nork, Your Majesty. So Nork said, My pleasure. Will you stay and be a best friend to any of our kind? Sam said, Thanks, but we got home to go to and people to be with. Nork replied, I understand. There's people flying here to the planet and we'll be welcoming them. Later, Sam, John, Froid and Woola got out the mountain. They walked through the field with the dogs looking happy and calm, Sam commented, "This is the way it should be. The dogs are freed and saved, and they truly are man's best friend." Eventually, they reached to Sam's ship. Sam opened the door. John stepped inside it and was baffled. The others got inside and closed the door. Sam pressed the button, and his ship dematerialized from Dogworld and materialized on Mars in John Carter's world. Sam said, "It's an honor to meet you, John and Woola. It really has. Oh, and congratulations on your wedding." John thanked Sam, so they shook hands. John and Woola walked out of Sam's ship and closed the door. Sam said, "As for you, Froid, time to go home?" Froid nodded. So Sam asked, "Do you want to have a turn destroying the gateway, Saul?" Froid said, "Yes, why not?" Froid impaled it with a key. The smoke sprayed and then stopped. Sam's ship appeared in the beach, close to Holy Island. Froid said, "Thanks for the brief adventure, Sam. Take care of yourself." Sam said, "You too, Froid. I'll see you again." Froid walked out of Sam's ship. Sam pressed the button, which lifted off his ship. Then Sapasa appeared in Sam's ship and said, "Bravo, you have only 2 more soul of gateway to find, but it won't be easy." Sam asked, "What do you mean?" Sapasa said, "One of them could be well guarded, and the other is Grandpent, the most dangerous snake in the galaxy." Sam said, "Don't worry about it. I'll take them out in no time. When I'll find them eventually." Sapasa said, "You'll have to be quick." Sam asked, "Why?" Sapasa answered, "Because the more soul you destroy, the worse gateway portals will get. It'll soon produce the flux that'll start a multiverse mashup into one, and then it becomes a destruction unless all the souls are destroyed." Sam looked really concerned, then asked, "What about the coffin on Pinnacle Desert that powered up the immortal Dalek? Are you sure there's no more of it? Could that have been a gateway soul?" Sapasa said, "No, that was Kotek's power, stealing some technology from Vorton. Without the souls, the power would still work, but it won't be able to open the gateway." Sam understands. Sapasa wished Sam a good luck and disappeared. So then Sam said, "Let's get to work."